Thanks for the very kind words. So as I go over the introduction to holistic inner science seminar and holistic scientist, a little bit of fun. I stands EYE. I also stands for I. It also gives me pleasure of outer eye and inner eye. So it's all holistic. So, well, we all know that we are in the era of science and progress of various disciplines of science, nanotechnology, genetics, stem cells, quark particles, neutrino, that has led to a lot of comforts and luxuries outside. But if I look within myself, do I need little more? Despite having all the comforts outside, do I have inner unrest? Do I have inner clashes, lack of harmony? Am I still in search of lasting happiness? Then the answer is yes. So the holistic scientist says that keep on looking at the balance. In one part you have the comforts and luxuries of outside living, and on the other side you have inner happiness. If the balance is much, outer comforts are very many, but bigger of inner happiness, one may need sleeping pills or psychiatric medicines, and unfortunately the sale of psychiatric medicines is said to be highest in US. So here is the need for holistic inner science, and in fact the science is one which can make humans happy in all perspectives, from outside and from within and without, especially from within. So what does the holistic inner science really mean? It is science of our own life and living. Science of I, everybody knows I am, with mind, body, speech, that is my apparatus, surroundings, and the natural regulatory system. What are the fundamentals? What are the systemic rules governing it? In other words, we can say that it's a science of relative living, relative self versus the real self. In the scriptural terms, it's also said to be the science of Purusha and Prakriti. It's a science of pure conscious and matter. I'm glad to read as I go through so many things. So many scientists are now trying to work on a metaphysical levels, and they are trying to understand what is conscious, what is awareness, what is experience. So they are trying to correlate what is in my realm and what is not. A big question when I'm trying to make any efforts in my life. I should know what is in my realm and what is not. In other words, what is fate and free. If we go deeper down, then there are concepts of charge and discharge, or cause and effect of karmic bonds. And if I say human life is also a very unique, ongoing live experiment. Before I got introduced to holistic inner science, I was believing that the experiments are conducted in the man-made laboratories only. But with this, I am fully convinced that my own human life is an ongoing live experiment, and will come touch it on the coming presentation. So, holistic inner science offers everything from art and science of daily living, which can lead us to happy, harmonious, rich, meaningful inner living, to absolute pure knowledge, that is the ultimate. It deals with the cosmos or universe as a whole, and it is experienced and revealed by absolute ones. There are also known as Tirthankaras or Purna Purush, and enlightened ones of Gnana. But to my intellectual mind, science is only one, which can be experienced by one and all. So that's very important, that this can be experienced by one and all. There are thousands who have experienced it, and anyone can experience it who likes to. Now, if I go how this science is really working at what level, so for understanding that, we should understand how our relative inner self functions. And it contains mind, reflective consciousness, intellect and ego. There is a role of belief. It's said that what I experience is based on my beliefs. It's different that hardly I try to examine what are the beliefs I'm carrying, but it's said that what I perceive or what I experience outside is really based on my inner beliefs, my inner opinions, concept of I and my or mine, which will come in detail later on. So, if I have to sum up in one sentence, if there is no light in this hole, and if I'm said to go out, there will be a lot of stumblings for me. But even if there is a single light, there will be no stumbling. So to say, incorrect understanding or incorrect knowledge will lead to all the puzzles, whereas the correct understanding or the correct knowledge line will give me solution of all the puzzles. Of course, it is naturally coupled with awareness. So here it is a diagrammatic representation that whatever we gather through five senses or from outside, before it goes to mind, intellect, reflective consciousness and ego, working as an integral machinery, it passes to the filter of vision or belief. And again, before coming to action and speech, there is this filter of vision and belief do function here. So sometimes I humorously say that so many patients come to me and they say that I cannot see this and it's fuzzy and it is black and the world has gone all like black. I correct it a little bit or I remove the cataract. Oh, the world is beautiful. So what have I changed? I have not changed anything except the vision part. So that's the vision or belief. And with the new vision or corrected vision, the whole world becomes new or the experience becomes new. So now if we try to connect it with the modern science, there is a correlation between mind, body and consciousness. People say there is conscious mind, subconscious mind, then there is a brain and body. Now interestingly, the body has autonomic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic, and you all are aware that there are so many psychosomatic diseases coming out, resulting out of stress. So why I am putting it here, because this is not only a thought, this is not only idea, it does work to all the levels, right from subtle to gross, that's my body. So here is the system and the inputs which we generate, they do act from the reflexly to the brainstem, going higher and going right back to every organ. So this is just a diagrammatic representation to show how all the inputs going have the effects on all the organs of the body. So we are very conversant with this word stress, and I would be happy to find somebody who is really stress free. So this stress leads to release of various hormones like through the various glands, mainly the cortisol and adrenaline, and the different conditions of mind has effect on the body. If somebody says few nice words or sends us SMS, oh you did, I'm grateful to you, I really appreciate you, and whole your inner and outer will change, and your glands and everything will become positive. But if somebody sends a short SMS, you did stupid and you didn't know how to, why were you there to handle the things, and everything changes. So a short thing, but it does have impact all throughout, and the holistic science will show you how to not to allow that to occur. There has been very interesting things, people have been studying energy bodies or aura bodies, and the holistic scientists say there are three kinds of bodies. Apart from the pure consciousness, one is the gross body, which we study doctors up to the level, cellular level. Then there is electrical body or the energy bodies, and these have been now and these are being photographed. So in different conditions, when I am happy, when I am expressing my gratitudes, or when I am angry, these all are changing. And there are some scientific correlations also. Our thoughts can affect physical matter and thus physical outcome. This has been said by Bill Tiller in Arizona and Beryl Squills from California. The second is thoughts count. They create real effects. This again has been said by Bill Tiller. There was an intention experiment. A box was given to the 6 meditators, expert meditators, and they were asked to charge it with their intention, so that wherever the box is taken, it should be able to raise the pH of pure water by 1 unit. And they found that the 6 meditators charged it, it was taken 1500 kilometers away, and it was able to raise the pH of water without any addition by 1. Next time, they said them to give the reverse intention to decrease the pH by 1, and the scientists did notice that it does occur. So this is a connection between metaphysical and physical events. Berkeley Rubik, who is a PhD at Temple University of Philadelphia, he also came out that there is definite interaction between consciousness and matter. And I found all these references from the book of Courtney Hazel, who is a UK journalist who has spent most of her life meeting these various scientists who are working in the field of metaphysics. So coming back to holistic inner science, it is all inclusive, all comprehensive. It is useful and beneficial to one and all, irrespective of caste, color, creed, nationality, faith or socio-economic status. It very aptly says that universe is within, and there's a concept of macrocosm and microcosm, and the whole universe is within me, which means in outside, and everything is part of whole and interconnected. What are the likely benefits of knowing the holistic inner science? Of course, I can have happy, harmonious human living. I can experience inner freedom despite favorable or unfavorable circumstances. I can realize my inner potentials and make best use of it. And if I want to know the ultimate truth and ultimate goal of life, which may be salvation or liberation, it's all possible. This seminar presentations will be followed by interactive sessions, and in fact, we love less to present and more to interact. So I urge you to ask as many questions as possible. Either you can ask it verbally or you can put it on the card and send it across. It is all ours and bias. If I most humbly correct a little bit of comment, I am not expert. But I am an earnest practitioner of the science, and I would love to share the things and learn. Rather, really, I learn every time I share with the people. And we may not look at the academic completeness of the presentation. It might happen, I may leave a few slides in my presentation here and there. But even if it leads us to inner journey, gives us one useful vision, I think the purpose is achieved. And please put cell phones in silent mode. A word about holistic scientist. One who has the thorough experience of relative self and real self, whose all doership ego and mindless ego has vanished, who can throw light on science of conscious and matter related to conscious, and most importantly has only one which let this science reach to one and all, such that all can attain peace and happiness. Kanu Dada is the founder visionary for this foundation, and I move my heads to these two holistic scientists, which first one I happened to meet in 1977 at my age of 18 when I was pursuing my medical studies, so it is almost 35 years journey by now, and second one who is guiding me at the present moment. Thank you very much.